Greetings. You're here for another episode of the Hawkins STEM Chronicles. Now, where I'm standing is a very special place. Aside from being special, it's holy ground. And it's not just holy ground, it's historic ground. And it's historic for many reasons, but most importantly, because of the Underground Railroad. So now, what we're going to do is talk about how the Underground Railroad and STEM come together as one. So, a lot of times when you think of the Underground Railroad, a lot of people probably, you've seen the movie The Great Escape. And you think about all these people and the tunnels and the plans and stuff like that. And you think about the meeting and the training and everything they did to get these people out. It was the same with the Underground Railroad. Mind you, they didn't take out as many people in that, they took out like a lot of people in that movie, The Great Escape. Underground Railroad, more often as not, they would take out one or two people, which is one of the reasons why this area is special. We'll probably talk about that in another video. But in order for the Underground Railroad to be effective, they had to know about science, particularly astronomy. They had to know where the stars were. They had to particularly know where the North Star was. They had to know about field medicine. They also had to know codes. And a lot of these people, they had engineered all kind of really special ways of identifying each other, because you always have to know who friend and foe is. And one of the things that I find interesting about this is, again, in keeping being a special place, we're outside of D.C., and I guess we're, 15, 20 miles outside of D.C. But you had a situation in which this area, because of the Society of Friends, and I'm going to use the term Society of Friends and Quaker kind of interchangeably. So if I say Society of Friends, I'm talking about the Quakers. If I say the Quakers, I'm talking about the Society of Friends. So, just stay with me for a little bit. So anyway, they had freed, manumitted, released their slaves early in, like, say, X being some number between 1750 and definitely 1760. As a matter of fact, there are funny stories about that. But you're also in a situation where the people in the Society of Friends who owned slaves, and they decided, okay, fine, we're going to release the slaves. But we're not just going to release the slaves. We're going to give them land. But we're just not going to release them and give them land. We've got to give them seeds, and we all have got to work together because it's about bringing a crop in. You were doing farming and whatever, and which is another piece of STEM we'll talk about, because apparently the Quakers at one point in time were very, very effective and influential in land reclamation in terms of, the soil gets depleted, so they had to figure out how to restore the soil. Now, I was talking to a soil scientist about that this morning, but again, that's another story. We'll get to it another time. So, again, this is going to be part of a larger project where we're going to be talking about STEM and the Underground Railroad and STEM. So we're going to be talking about, again, the science, the cryptography. We're also going to be talking about the logistics. How did you move people from point A to point B? How did you hide them? How did you, blend in? Like, for example, it's one of the stories that I think is really interesting. So in this area, you had free white Quakers, but you also had free black Quakers. And I didn't know this until just recently. And it would have made sense, too, because if so-and-so was brought from wherever, and he was of African descent, it would have been a whole lot easier for him to blend in if there were already free black people. How are you going to pick them out? How are you going to sort them out? So, again, this is very important. It's very, very interesting, and we're going to talk more about it there is a woman who is an expert on this, and she's a member of the Society of Friends, but she's not really 100% up yet, you know, because like a lot of people, she's got long COVID. But we're going to talk about that at another time too. So again, I want to thank you. Please, if this is the kind of information you like, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I thank you for watching this video. I thank you for watching the other Hawkins STEM Chronicle videos, and see you next time. Thank you.